What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on BABA stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on a price chart and how we get there. I will also show you how we caught this movement to the downside from its recent swing high to the current range. Then I will continue with the fundamental news. I will show you what should we expect this week and upcoming month. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis, and I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here at this point, and I've told you that we perfectly hit the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement range at the price point of roughly $103.13, and it is the Fibonacci retracement range if I pull this tool from its swing low to this swing high, with the assumption that we completed first wave and we were in the another first wave on a slightly bigger scale. And this pattern worked perfectly well, but at this point I've told you that because of lack of news and because of the price action itself, that we had quite undecisive movements either way, we most likely should break this range of support, and we broke it. And because of this, we almost hit the golden pocket range, as you can see right here, if I make this tool a bit longer. But in my opinion, it is not the end. And in just several minutes, I will show you what should we expect next from the technical standpoint. But for now, let's continue with the fundamental news. And first of all, let me show you this article. We are on Yahoo Finance, and this article was published on February 17th. And it's titled, Alibaba's $46 billion stock market swoon tests investors' love. And let me quote you further. After months of accelerating gains as hedge funds piled in and analysts upgraded target prices, Alibaba Group Holding stock is losing its mojo and leading the decline in Chinese technology shares. Rising bearish bets on the e-commerce giant stock and falling earnings estimates suggest this slide can continue after a $46 billion wipeout over the past 3 weeks. Earnings on Thursday will likely show revenue barely grew in a quarter when China's economy reopened from COVID curbs, with the company focusing on cost-cutting rather than business expansion. And I have to say that in general, a lot of analysts wait not the best results on their earnings report, and this leads to some sell-off on its price. Let me show you the next news on Financial Times. We can find this article that was published just 7 hours ago, and it's titled, China plays catch-up to ChatGPT as hype builds around AI. Baidu and Alibaba took innovations but are disadvantaged by lack of suitable data and computing power. And in my previous video, I've told you that artificial intelligence might be another industry where tech giants might invest their money and where tech giants might start to grow. And definitely the ChatGPT success brings a lot of attention to this field, and that is why a lot of companies announced this news. But in general, it is a very long path to achieve good results on this field, and that is why, in my opinion, it cannot be the long-term immediate catalyst for Alibaba. And let me quote you another article. You can find it on Seeking Alpha, and it was published on February 19th, and it says, Alibaba, the selling has intensified. And the summary is following. Baba's breathtaking rally from its October 2022 lows, surging over 100%, hit a speed bump as it pulled back from its January highs. Alibaba is aggressively expanding its cloud computing footprint beyond China as growth slows. Baba's attractive NTM EBITDA multiple of just 8.8x demands attention, signaling a potential bargain not fully exploited yet. Investors who overlooked Baba's 2022 lows should seize the opportunity to buy the dip and ride the recovery. And I have to say that I almost 100% agree with this article, because in general Alibaba has a very good potential and it is a very cheap company right now, but we have to see the cool down of its recent movement to the upside, and that is why I've told you on my previous video that we might hit even lower price points. On top of that, let me show you that a lot of analytic firms are awaiting for their earnings report that will take place. Let me show you right here. It will take place, it will be disclosed on Thursday, February 23rd, and right before the bell. And because of this anticipation, we don't have any new price targets that was set by analytic firms. The latest one was made on January 11th. And definitely right after Alibaba will publish their earnings report, we will see much more information on this list. On top of that, let me show you the bigger picture for entire US-China relationships. If you type in Google search bar US-China or US-China relationships, you will find a lot of news, and the main idea of the majority of this news is that the tensions in between US and China might increase. And let me show you just one article and let me quote you the summary. Secretary of State Antony Blinken met with China's top diplomat Yang Yi on the margins of the Munich Security Conference. Blinken said the US has information that suggests China is considering sending lethal support to Russia. The US military shot down the high-altitude Chinese balloon on February 4th, and Blinken said Sunday that there is no doubt the balloon was attempting to engage in active surveillance. And definitely, in my opinion, it will not be the long-term tensions. It will be just a temporary spike in these relationships in between the United States and China. But it might also be a short-term driver for all the Chinese stocks to the downside. And that's why we have to be very cautious. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, what should we expect next from the price action? Because of this movement to the downside that doesn't have major retracement from its swing high to the current range, and because of the crucial point of $100, as you can see, we reached exactly this range, and we are approaching to the golden pocket range, statistically the most probable range of trend reversal. On top of the upcoming news in their earnings report, I think we might have some bounce to the upside. And this bounce will unload this structure, but in general, if we take a look on the bigger picture, in my opinion, we will not see the major movement to the upside from the current levels that will break this previous swing high. We have to see something like this. We have to see an ABC correction that probably might be like this, and in this case we will unload the entire structure if we take a look on a weekly time frame. As you can see right here, let me clean the chart a little bit. As you can see right here, this movement, this V-shaped correction doesn't have a correction itself, and it is very short period of time of these several red bars. And we cannot rely on this retracement as the retracement for entire movement from its lowest point of $57. And because of this, definitely we might see some consolidation phase in the shape of a simple zigzag. And in this case, we will have more attractive range where we can add to the long position, long-term long position. And I have to say that, in my opinion, we will not break this lowest point. And on top of that, most likely we will not break this previous swing low at $77.54. So what should we expect next? I have to say that definitely we should see some consolidation phase right before the earnings report. And depending on the news on this earnings report, we might see this spike that will be the top of our B wave, and the next leg will be to the downside, in my opinion, and this will lead to more attractive average price at the price points in between $85 to $95. So I will do another update in a matter of next several days, and we will see what should we expect next in a medium and long-term perspective. But for now, from the technical standpoint, that's it. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live.